Been doing a bit more work today on some more of the fiberglass panels. I did put a second coat on the other ones last night. Didn't come out too bad. They've all been packed away, moved around to be rubbed down a little bit. So we've got the rear arches that I've managed to sort of get out of the loft. The black ones in the actual condition of fiberglass was in not exactly bad condition, but not fantastic. Whereas the white one was a little bit better. So I've worked over the last sort of few hours doing different grades of grit paper on the orbital sanders to get them down to a nice smooth level. And now I'm going to go at doing the rear panel. So I just wanted to sort of show you what I've just been doing, just give you different ideas of the sort of finish I'm after. I took the paint off of these about a year ago with just a normal sort of sheet flat sander, and it left these little sort of swirls. You can sort of just do little bits here. Obviously imperfections in the fiberglass, maybe little bits of air, maybe the grit I was using was a little bit too much. So this is how it was left last year. So what I've done, first of all, I'm going to go over and to get these down in maybe about a sort of 80 grit, which sort of gets us down to a slightly better condition. And what you've just seen me do is go over from here over to about here in a 180, all the way over there. And I've just gone back over here and did this in a 500, which is what I've been doing with all the panels, or certainly the fiberglass ones prior to painting for now. So the difference is certainly visible between how I left it last year and how I've got it down to a 500 now. This obviously is back to last year's stuff, so if I can get it from there to that sort of standard prior to using the tack cloth and the detergents and stuff ready to paint, I'll be happy. So I reckon I've got a few more hours working now to do all that lot. I've obviously been picking up little bits of filler, maybe little fiberglass, and I've had to do. Got a couple more bits to do on those big arches. They've got a little bit of cracks in the corners. They've taken me about an hour and a bit so far to go from where they were to where they are. So I've got a crack to sort out in the little bottom corner of that one, and a little bit to do on the other one. Bit of reinforcing where they've obviously had a few little stresses over the last sort of few years. So just to get them all done before ready for yeah, try a bit more of the primer in. Talking about the tack cloth the other day, just thought I'd go over that a little bit more. Tack cloth is a small piece of material, bit of a strange shape, and it has got a tacky feel about it. So I'm not quite sure what its coated is, but it feels a little bit like honey, or just a very sort of weak glue. So the intention is just before you literally mix up your paint, you'll go around and wipe down your panels with one of these, just to remove any small bits of fluff, debris, dirt that might have somehow got onto the surface, or you might have missed as part of your cleaning process. So I'm just getting ready to do a second set of panels. So the rear panel from the kit car, the rear arches, the small, the remaining cycle wing that I haven't done, and also the scuttle, because after spraying the scuttle with 2 coats of primer and basically taking them down and packing them up, I realised that where it had been hanging, I'd missed doing part of the front surface of the scuttle, or the cockpit side. So I'm going to go over and try and redo that as part of putting 2 coats of primer on the items I've got at the moment. So literally you fold this up to a manageable size, and literally just wipe the surface down to try and get any debris. You can try and only use one bit at a time, so you don't use the same bit twice, but obviously it can get quite expensive that way. So normally you've got to keep an eye on how dirty the actual tack cloth appears to be. Get a good bit of light on the panel if you want to as well, just to make sure you wipe everything down. So literally you just do the whole lot in one go. Literally, it's the job you're doing just before, or when someone else has mixed up the paint for you. You can literally go straight in and try and catch all the panels and when they're at their cleanest. So I'll go over and get these ready now, and then hopefully mix up some more primer and do some more spraying. Right, getting ready to mix up some more of this primer. One of the things that I've come across or found out about as part of this painting process is mixing cups. So this particular primer is 4 parts of the primer with 1 part of the hardener. These cups come in graduated sizes, so in theory, if you're doing 4 to 1, then obviously depending on how much you want to put in, you've got 4 goes on there and then 1 to that amount there, all the way up. So depending on how much you want to mix up, it tells you the exact amount of the correct ratio for you. It's got the same on this one as in 3 to 1, and obviously on 2 to 1 as well. You can also do it by measurements marks on the side, like a normal sort of food mixing jug. I'll be obviously mixing the appropriate amounts in there, giving it a good stir with one of these paint stirrers, adding maybe a small amount of thinners this time, because I did notice, or I believe, that the better consistency when I put some of the thinners in. I'm going to be using the gun that I got for the chassis spraying kit. It's got a 1.8 nozzle, which means you can actually change the centerpiece here. As you can see, it says 1.8 on it. You can, in theory, take this cap off. When you pull the gun back, you'll see the middle piece is actually a nozzle that pulls out a pin, a bit like a jet on a carburetor. So the 1.8 is going to be the size of the hole, and obviously then you've got a corresponding jet that goes in there. So as part of the change out, you can actually change out the outer bit and the inner bit and go down to different sizes depending on what consistency of paint you're actually using. As long with a moisture trap at the bottom and obviously quick release coupling, to get this all mixed up, and then put this in the vise. Get one of these paint filters. The paint gets poured through there, so it takes out anything again that might have got into the mix somehow, and then get ready to paint. So let's see how we get on.